Hey, I just want to put a real quick shout out there, everybody. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. I want to thank the people that got me to age 62. And the biggest one I want to do is God. I didn't think that years ago, and there's birthdays that I went through that I shouldn't have made it out of alive. Um, but I want to thank the people that God put in my path. I want to, obviously start out with my mother. She made me start to question God at least. Okay, you got such big plans for me, show them to me. And he showed them to me, but he showed them to me in little bits, and I didn't get it. Now I get it. Um, my brother for taking me in when they were going to put me in a foster home. It wasn't the ideal situation, but it was still stayed close to family. I was able to still see my mom and different things. And then my other brother, uh, Donnie, when he took me in down in South Carolina, uh, and got me out of some situations. Uh, in between there was a counselor when I was up in the. I tried to commit suicide. I was in the psych ward at 11, my golden birthday. That's why I don't like birthdays that much. Didn't like birthdays that much before. I don't know his name. God knows who he is. He took me home, treated me like an adult. You know, let me hang out with him and his wife, listen to music, and drink coffee. And that was, he didn't talk down to me. So that was a key person. Um, the Marxes next door, Bob and Carol, they came into my life. Oh, before them though was my aunt Pat and Amanda. Uh, what I loved about them is they came in at just the right time. Again, I needed somebody to stay, and for the summer, uh, and they had a half-mile long driveway, and I picked up so many rocks that summer. It was unbelievable, and the home cooked meals, and just the love that they poured out on me, and allowed and the things they allowed me to do. Then the Marxes moved in, and I was able to spend time with them. Then that's when my first real experience with church. Uh, so yeah, the Assembly of God Church did a lot for me back then. The men's program, the kids program mostly, and so I was baptized right around, right in that time period. Um, Naturally slipped away, but I just kept, for about 20 years, I didn't care for anybody, didn't make a lot of friends. The friends I made, I pushed away. Um, but there was always just enough there to keep me going. The last few years, people I could think of, Honor Williams, you know, when I first met her, I was like, no, no, no. But she taught me a lot, and she stuck with me, and still with me. And so her, and then the next major one uh, is Doug Harper. And when I sat in his office, and he was, from what I understand later, that was his first weekend off at being a pastor at Whitestone Church, and he said, "You found a home. You're here." Uh, that was, I was either go to church or go commit suicide at that point, you know, and then Al Kaiser, his case study. Um, Luke, letting me come up to him at any time and just bounce stuff off of him. The church itself letting me run a Bible study 2 months after I got there, key to the building. That the men's group, uh, I don't. There's so many names. The ones that are sticking out right now are the ones that I'm close to right now. Uh, Ed Smith, Brian Granger, Jack Shea, Jack Benjamin, uh, Chuck. Uh, uh, those are the names that I can think of right now. There's more, and just you know, to me, that's showing. That's a showing God showing Himself to me through others, um, and that's why I can actually say today, I'm happy with who I am and where I am, and I understand where I'm going. I didn't understand that even after I gave my life to God. I still didn't really understand that, because I kept telling myself, "You're the one that God can't fix. You're the one that's worse than everybody else." And I believed that lie for a long time, and now I don't believe it. It's been drilled out of me by God. It's been drilled out of me by my friends. Um, now here in Buffalo, I've got little Big Mike, uh, Bob Beach, James Palin. Uh, those are Pastor Breck, Brett Lawton, uh, many more that and I've built real relationships that people can get close to me and ask me things, and I can do the same for them. And most of all, God given me my beautiful wife, Kathleen, and all the garbage that she's put up with while I've learned to be who I am today in the last 10 years. She doesn't like a whole lot of attention, so I'm going to just leave it at that. Love you, honey. Yeah. Next best step, if you don't know God at this point, test him out. You never know where you're going to go with him. I know where you're going to go if you just keep doing things with yourself in anger. I've been there, done that. It's not a pretty path. Told God when I came to him 10 years ago that I would bring more people to him than I took away when I was using. Hopefully I'm doing that. I'm doing my best. Love you all. Thanks for listening and putting up with me, and have a great day. I'm going back to playing with the eagles and seeing if I can come across the gray fox that I saw today. So, have a good one.